This video is our presentation of LRAD Corp. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker LRAD. So look at a 1 year chart. You can see very strong uptrend in 2013. Stock came off a bottom of 80 cents in December. That was the start of an uptrend of making higher lows as well as higher highs. Strong channel established, especially since mid-June, and a real nice move on Tuesday, closing up 11.5%, 305,000 shares traded. As the stock price looks like it's going to move back towards the upper side of that channel, so we want to watch for continuation and see if it's going to break out of that channel and make the next leg up. I see the MACD's retraced back down around zero, made a sharp move on Tuesday, starting to move back upward. Essentially all we're looking for is this upward trend to continue and for the MACD to hold over top of zero so that the trend holds a bullish position. That's a similar look to the PPO as well. ADX has cooled off from highs. When it starts to get up near 50, that's an awful steep reading, and we want to see it pull back some in order to start making another move and show that the direction of the chart is gaining a lot of strength. You see the 7 MFI had pulled well away from the 14 and 21. We always talk about looking for a correction when that happens, and that move on Tuesday pulled the 7 back upward. Looks like all three components are going to hold over top of 50 to show that people are paying higher prices for the stock, which of course is a bullish position. Accumulation distribution back on the uptrend, showing that there's more buying than selling going on. And this is a real nice look over the year for the shaken money flow. Outside of this dip right through here, essentially been holding in the green for 12 months, showing that buying pressure has been outweighing selling pressure. CCI broke down with that last retrace in the stock, back on the move upward. We'll look for that break of 100, which is a technical buy signal. Full Stows also cooled off, but made a rotation. Again, it's still very early on and in a bearish position below 50, but the sharp move back upward indicates that some bullish momentum is starting to build into play again. And the tricks, very smooth gauge of trend, much like the MACD. We're just looking for this upward trend to continue, and for the tricks to hold over top of zero, so the chart is still trending in a bullish fashion. Sharp move in the RSIs, back over top of 50. That would be a technical buy signal for us again, and it's a good thing to see that the momentum is building quickly, because as this chart approaches the top side of this channel, we want to see momentum going full steam to try and break through it. Now I noted the higher lows and higher highs. I'm just going to go ahead and draw this 4-month trend line. You can see the consistent pattern of making the higher lows through here, bouncing steadily off this line. Stock price is back over top of the 50-day moving average, which is registering at $1.48. Stock closed at $1.65 on Tuesday. This upper trend line, it's a little bit inconsistent because of these long upper shadows. If I drew it along there, you'd see it look something like that. Some people might draw it from opening and closing prices, which would still put it along that same path along those lines. And while that's important to me, the real point I'm going to be looking for is right through there at $1.75. See if the stock can close above that. That would represent a new 52-week high. And wherever it would make that new high, that might help establish this upper trend line a little bit more clearly. So while normally I look at support first, I just want to define that point as the key resistance level that I'm going to be looking at. From a support level, I'll definitely be watching this trend line on any pullbacks. And I think that's going to tie in with some static support coming back off of these lows that were recently made. Now it could be said there's more support right there around $1.55. And I might have an eye on it there should some selling pressure come in. But the bottom end I'd be looking for is right back down there where the stock found support over the last week and happens to be right near the 50-day moving average. I'd want to see volume stay strong on this because you can see on some of these higher volume days, that's where the stock kept pulling back, dropping these long upper shadows. And I'd like to see a volume day somewhere along those lines around 600,000-700,000 and see the stock close near the high of the day because that would really get the indicators of momentum and trend pushing even harder and getting into very bullish positions and indicating that the uptrend is likely to continue over the coming days and weeks. Overall, it's a very nice looking chart. I really like this trend and how consistent it's been, and it's one I'll pay attention to going forward to see how it performs. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the LRAD chart. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.